Which ones? I think you're scared. If you're fearing.
Gerard, how are you, my friend?
Greetings, Isidro. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well. Hi, everyone.
You look great.
Thank you so much, Gerard. Gerard,
Yes, sir.
we're going to have a very interesting meeting tonight.
That's exciting.
For the rest of the folks, we're going to wait until we get quorum. It's past 6:32, so we're going to wait a couple more minutes.
Hey Joe, hi everybody.
Hi, Leo.
Muy buenas tardes, me llamo Lili, soy intérprete. Si algunos de ustedes tienen alguna pregunta, por favor, si van en la área del chat, pueden hacer sus preguntas en español y yo se las puedo traducir.
Ok. Vamos. La vamos a apagar cuando nos llame la ponemos.
Una de las cosas que va a ser muy importante que durante de la sesión del comité, si por favor pueden apagar el micrófono, se lo agradeceríamos.
serie? ¿Cuántos somos?
No, nobody ever told her.
What can I hear?
We still don't have quorum. I'm waiting for a couple of members to join. I understand that while this Cruz is going to join us briefly, but we need 6 members to have quorum.
Disculpen la tardanza, el motivo por el cual nos estamos retrasando un poquito es porque necesitamos 6 miembros para poder empezar la audiencia.
Isidro, right now I have Isidro, Gerard, Cindy, Leo, and Robin. If anybody else is there, let us know.
Hi, everyone. It's Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Gerard.
Good to hear you.
Good to hear you and see you as well.
And
I see Marielle. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Marielle is number 6.
Okay, so we'll convene a meeting shortly. Just give me 1 second, please. Okay, everyone, welcome to this monthly meeting of the Licensing Committee of Community Board 12. My name is Isidro Medina, Chair of the Licensing Committee. We do have quorum, so at 6:44, this meeting is called to order. Again, my name is Isidro Medina, and I'm happy to have you all here. Quickly, for translating services, Miss, can you please introduce yourself for the purposes of the minute?
Muy buenas tardes, me llamo Lili, soy intérprete. Bienvenidos al comité. Si tienen alguna pregunta, por favor, háganmela saber por medio del chat y yo se las puedo traducir y se las puedo pasar a los penalistas. Y por favor, antes de empezar, si apagan su micrófono, se los agradeceríamos también.
And also, please ask them that when they do have questions, they can always raise their hands, only for things that they would like to have some answers to.
Y de nuevo, si tienen alguna pregunta, pueden levantar la mano y hacerla por el medio del chat. Y estas son preguntas de las cosas que quieran que les contestemos.
And I didn't get your name, I'm sorry.
I'm Lily Hawkins.
Lily Hawkins. Thank you, Ms. Hawkins. Also, for the rest of the participants, please mute yourself, your calls, as we want to proceed with this meeting as smoothly as possible. At this point, I would like also to thank the staff of Community Board 12. They have done an outstanding job consistently, day in, day out, in producing all the documents that are required by this committee. I don't know if you guys are aware, but there's a huge amount of documentations that has to be produced for each applicant. And the folks at CD12, they have to be tracking all the resolutions that were previously approved or disapproved by this board. And they also have to put around like new applicants with the floor plans, the menus and all of that. So it's really a very hectic job. And I'm very happy with the work that Chanel is doing along with Ebenezer and Paola. Very well, at this time, we're going to introduce everyone that is involved, including committee members, followed by the NYPD, followed by community board members, if there are any, and we'll proceed to see if there are any elected officials and all representatives. At this point, committee members, please introduce yourselves, starting with Gerard Dangle.
Good evening, Gerard Dangle, Assistant Chair. Welcome.
And I guess I'll call each one at a time. Where would be easy transition. Cindy.
Hi, Cindy Matos.
Thank you, Cindy. Leo.
Good evening.
Leo, we didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Thank you, Marielle.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Marielle here.
Robin.
Hi, everyone. Robin Cruz here.
Thank you so much. Did I miss any of the committee members? Yeah, you said that there are 6 of us, right?
Correct. I've got Isidro, Gerard, Cindy, Leo, Robin, and Marielle. That makes 6 people.
Very well. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Sure.
At this point, I would like to welcome the presence of the Territorial Precinct. Officers, can you please kindly introduce yourselves, not only to the committee members, also to the rest of the applicants.
Hi, good evening. It's Police Officer Brown here representing the 33rd Precinct. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you so much, Officer Brown. We'll now introduce other members and officers of our 34th Precinct.
Good evening, everyone. This is Officer Aim from the 34th Precinct.
Thank you, Detective or Officer?
Officer.
Officer. Thank you so much, Officer Aim. Very well. Do I see any other board members? I don't see board members are present. Are there any elected officials? I don't see any, and I don't see any other elected officials, representatives neither. Very well. First, couple of remarks. I'm sorry, Rosie.
Yes, hey, I'm sorry. I was having internet connectivity issues, but I'm here. Hello.
Welcome. Please introduce yourself to the rest of the applicants.
Hi, everyone. My name is Rosie. I've been in the community board for a year and a half now, or two, maybe, I don't know. And I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much, Rosie, and welcome. So as you know, there is a statement that is coming out of Albany that for the restaurant industry, the expected closure time will be at midnight. So that's going to take place next week. The details are still missing, but it's expected that by next week, this is going to be expanded from 11 p.m. to 12 midnight. It's 1 hour, I guess that hopefully within 2 or 3 weeks, will be lifted to much later on, so our restaurant industry can survive this pandemic. And we know that some of us are very desperate to go out and just enjoy ourselves with meeting some of our friends and family. Having said that, from a community standpoint, we try to provide as many resources as we can to our struggling restaurant industry. There are some panelists that are going to introduce themselves very shortly. And what we're trying to do is to make sure that we fortify the needs of the restaurant industry with tangible needs. And I think that, at this very special time, we're going to need other resources that are needed in order for this industry to survive. Having said that, I would like, for the new committee members, perhaps you have not seen or been exposed. Every now and then, we invite either city agencies and or local stakeholders to come to the license committee and introduce events and all resources that might be of use to our restaurant industry. Having said that, I would like to introduce now, and let me see if she's here. Well, let's start with Maria Cabrera, who is the account manager for the Small Business Solutions, and she has some programs that she's going to share with you. So Maria, you have the floor for some minutes. Unmute yourself, Maria.
Yes, got it. Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Maria Cabrera. I'm account manager at Washington Heights Small Business Solutions Center. We are, as you know, we are part of the Small Business Services department, and we assist, we connect the small business owner with all the resources that the city has available. So we provide 9 kind of services. We have financing assistance with my colleague Juan Guzman. We have the recruitment side that myself is in charge of that. We have navigating to government, that is a team that can assist your business, helping you to avoid any violations or fines from any agency. We have a team that can visit your location and can help you to avoid any violation or fine. We have as well business classes where you can learn a little bit more about how to open your location with the safety and the regulations that you may need in the future. And we have legal assistance whenever you want to open your location and you need to understand what is the legal structure. We have 30 minutes with a consultation with a business lawyer that can help you with no cost to you. We have training grants where you can get up to 70% of reimbursement for training for your employees. And we have NWE certifications. So we would like to help you. Our doors are open, and in the chat box, I will leave you my information just so you can send me any email, and we can get in touch and you can get the help that you may need.
Thank you so much, Maria. And again, if anyone has a question, you can always like raise your hand. The services that are provided by Small Business Solutions, again, for businesses, when you go through the process of reopening your place or opening your place, I'm sorry, you got to go through a inspection process. SPS can do this for you free of charge. You don't have to pay a penny. The good thing is that the same inspectors that will go and do this inspection are the same agents that are going to come back and finalize your inspection at the very end. So you save a lot of money and time. Also, Maria, you also do recruitment for people that are hiring locally. You have those services where you can provide the restaurants a venue to save money, and they don't have to go through all this process of Indeed and filtering the applicants, because you can always do that for them as well. Is that correct?
Sure. We can program any recruitment event. We know that now those are elite challenge times for recruitment, but we are on top of that, and we have a team that can help you to become your HR out of your location. Now we are prepared for those times, and we understand that like doing a recruitment event will be a little bit challenged, but we can find a way to get those prepare employees or candidates to your business.
There's also, Maria, the certification that your center offers. And that's important because when business was struggling with the pandemic, there were some restaurants up here that were able to get some contracts from the city for providing meals for our local residents. And it's not enough. We don't have enough enrolled and certified. And I think it's critical that when there is a government program, as a restaurant, you can always sell your products to the city. Would you like to elaborate on that, Maria?
Sure. For any business can be, the city can become your customer from any business. The city have opportunity for everyone. And if you don't know anything about the process, we can schedule a one-on-one consultation with my colleague, Ana Sanchez. She speaks Spanish and English, and she can help you from now to until you have 1 year already operating. So you can be prepared. We can go along the process from the A to Z, and we can teach you how you can day by day preparing your business. Once that you have already 1 year operating, in the case of the business that are beginning now, but the business that is already operating, we can also teach you and prepare all documentation to submit it to the city.
Thank you so much, Maria. And again, if you guys have any questions, please feel free and reach out to Maria, and
Sure.
she'll be more than happy to assist you.
Now we are working remotely, but this is my phone number that immediately you make a call to me, I receive an email, and I can call you back within 24 hours. We are ready to you.
Thank you so much, Maria. At this point, Chanel, if you're so kind, if you see Jennifer Sanchez, please promote her as a panelist.
Okay, will do. But I don't see her in the attendee side yet.
Okay, let me find out how and what number she's. I just sent a note to Jennifer. She'll be telling us the name that she's using. Jennifer. Is there like a phone number, perhaps, Chanel?
No, there's no
Jennifer,
phone number.
if you're there, please introduce yourself then. I'm calling Jennifer.
Are you able to see me and hear me now?
Okay.
And I need to rename myself. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, fantastic. Apologies about the technical difficulties. I just want to share with everyone, my name is Jennifer Sanchez, and I work with the Washington Heights BID. I'm the program manager for Neighborhood 360, a grant that was provided for the Inwood community. And I just want to share that the Inwood Merchant Association, in partnerships with the Washington Heights BID, SBS, and with the support of Council Member Idanis Rodriguez, we are hosting an open conversation for restaurant owners in Northern Manhattan to assess the impact of COVID on our area, specifically in the restaurant industry in our area. This is going to happen with Roberto Perez. We're going to have him as a guest. He is the New York City Commissioner of Community Affairs. And this meeting is taking place on April 26th at 6 p.m. That's next Monday. I'm sorry, the following Monday, April 26th at 6 p.m. And it will be at 10th Avenue Lounge, which is at 3795 10th Avenue. Again, this is intended to be an open conversation so that the commissioner can hear firsthand from the restaurant owners and folks from the industry how has COVID impacted them and what do we do now. So there is a flyer that is available. It will be shared throughout social media and other outlets in the community and some of the folks that are here as well. So again, if you are able to share this with restaurant owners, people in the community, we would really appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. If you're so kind, please type the address and also the date and the time of the event so people can have access to it. And I know that you work with the restaurant, the Latino Restaurant Association. Perhaps you can share that as well. All right. So thank you, Maria. Thank you, Jennifer. No need for you to stay on the meeting. If you have things, please proceed to do so. Yeah.
Thank you
so
guys.
much.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to have a conversation with the committee members and the office staff. If the 34 and 33rd precinct, if you're so kind, just give me a couple of minutes. We're going to discuss the process, and there's a reason behind this. There's a reason why we're doing this, and you will get to see it later on. So for newer committee members, I would like for you to hear what the process is, and also for our restaurant, so that there'll be a clear understanding how we proceed, not only to make a decision, but also how all the paperwork is tracked and sent out to all of you so that we can execute what the will of the community is all about. And again, there's a reason for this, because this is a unique situation that I've never seen in my tenure in the licensing committee, and it's very serious. So on that end, I would like to have Chanel, the person that produces all the documentation for licensing, to please introduce yourself and tell us how the process works in detail, but don't take too long. Chanel, please. Chanel, if you're speaking, please unmute yourself. Chanel. Chanel probably is doing some office work because she's not picking up, but we'll come back to her because I want to make sure that we are clear. Chanel, you're back. All right, newer members, Marielle, Leo, Cindy, you're not that new, right? So it's mostly Rosie, Leo, and Marielle. Oftentimes, we execute what we feel is the best process to move forward when we deal with applicants, right? I'm sure that you have experienced that we try to be consistent and we make sure that the voice of our community is heard. A community that is not allowed to speak or is not informed, we should not make a decision if a community is not informed of a specific license. And we do have a problem now, and perhaps it's a problem that has been going on for a while. And I did promise that when the weather was going to get better, that I was going to make a tour around the community about specific clients and restaurants that are applying for this process. Chanel, are you in? Calling Chanel right now because we don't want to waste too much time.
Your call has been forwarded to an.
Chanel's not picking up. Anyway, so when she comes back, whenever she comes back, we'll deal with it. So we have a problem where a number of applicants did not post the public sign that is requested by the community board. From what I gather in the process, the community board receives the notice from the applicant. That application is reviewed by the office. The office will send them the questionnaire that we review in this meeting, and also the public notice. The public notice is supposed to be displayed at the merchant's location, properly displayed, so that the residents can know that there will be an applicant. And if they have any concerns, they will come to the meeting and raise those concerns. Oftentimes they are compliment, and we will also welcome those compliments. So I think it's crucial that this public notice is displayed. And without it, the community would not have a full understanding as to what's going on in their community. And it might be unfair that, you know, a license might come to the community board and the residents around that specific area, they're not aware of what's going on. Gerard, do you have any comments about this topic on how we have dealt previously based on your experience? I know that you are almost senior members in the committee. So can you please share your experience?
Yeah, often good news is most people, applicants do post. The times when they have not posted, sometimes they've been given the opportunity to withdraw and come back, because ultimately it's really on the committee's decision to ascertain if they want to consider the application. As you said, if the notice isn't going in, you're basically disenfranchising the community around your establishment. So, you know, a good business owner, I think probably we'd all agree, wants to engage the community, and certainly the community that applicant is going to be working in. So, yeah, very often applicants have withdrawn their applications when they realized, oh, you know what, I didn't put up this application. So, yeah.
Sorry, members, oftentimes we have asked that the applicants either withdraw the application or we go to an immediate vote and reject the applicant because they have not posted the public notice. I would like to hear your comments about this. You do come to this community board. We work on a voluntary basis. We don't get paid. However, we want to make sure that when we execute the will of community, that is fully engaged and that there are no exceptions to the regulation. When we make exceptions, that's where we have problems. And, we can have this open discussion about how we should proceed. It has been customary to reject anyone that doesn't put any public notice. Usually, how we deal with public notice is that we will only entertain photos and videos brought by committee members. Like if Marielle brings a picture of someone that not properly explained the public notice or not having that public notice at all, we would make a decision because the community was not informed or properly informed. Oftentimes, it's not that we don't trust our resident, but I'd rather have those pictures and videos coming from committee members. Robin, do you have anything to say about this matter? Also, same thing with Cindy, Rosie, feel free, Leo, to speak your mind up.
May I say something, please?
Robin.
Yes, we've been consistent since the day one. We asked the merchants to put the signs before they come to us. And also not even that, like Sid said, we don't get paid for this. As a matter of fact, I've been looking around for people that for today's date, and I've been taking some pictures for the public notice, and I noticed that some of them, they haven't put it on. So that means we don't get respect from them, even though we respect them, and that's not fair for all of us. Thanks, Sid.
Okay, so we have now Chanel that is coming back to the meeting. She was very busy assisting someone to join the meeting. Chanel, if you're so kind, what I was asking you previously was to give us a very brief description on how we proceed to produce the paperwork, how we send that out, and what is expected of each applicant.
Hello. So for to get added to the agenda, first I need the 30-day notice. After I receive the 30-day notice, I will send an email with the questionnaire, licensing requirements, and notices for you to post about a week before the meeting. And I usually put in the email a deadline so that I can receive the questionnaire and any necessary documents that you need. If you are unsure what kind of documents you need, that's why I post the licensing requirements so that you know what kind of documents you need to submit. And yeah, so usually my deadline is the day before the meeting. And yeah, so that's what I need to get this moving.
So Chanel, it is expected that when you send the package to each applicant, you send a public notice paper that has to be properly displayed at each establishment.
Yes.
Very well.
Cesar?
Yes, you're right.
There's a chat box question. Does this include renewals or just new applicants?
It applies to all applicants.
Okay.
Because even if it's a renewal, if there are problems in a particular neighborhood, we're going to listen to our residents, and those voices have to be heard and documented.
Of course.
Very well. Let's proceed with the agenda now. And for committee members, I know that there are some members in the board that are going to say X, Y, and Z. If you're going to make this decision on how we're going to proceed, I better have your back. You should have mine, because I will not be the only one speaking at a general board meeting. I will expect every single committee members to say something about this matter. I'm not going to be left out there to fry. We make a decision as a committee, we would, proceed as such. Very well. Gerard, as customary, please call each applicant one at a time. And Chanel, you do have all the pictures. If it's requested, please be ready to share. Gerard.
Okay. So first on the agenda is item 1, and that's under on-premise liquor license. Item 1 is 839 West, 181 Food Inc., DBA Le Chile. Again, it's 839 West, 181st Street. It's at the corner of Cabrini Boulevard. Are you present? DBA Le Chile.
Very well. There seems no one present from La Kayla. It is a restaurant on 181st down by the river. When I passed by, there was no public sign displayed. Chanel, can you please share that with the rest of the committee? Thank you so much. Committee members, you decide if you want to go through a process of listening to the NYPD and the rest of the residents, or you want to go to a straight vote.
Isidro, it's Leo. I think
Leo.
if we're going with what we've spoken before, and that public sign seems to be a part of our decision, I think we go to a straight vote. They're not here. They didn't post a public sign.
Very well.
Very well.
If there are no oppositions, we'll go to straight vote.
All right, none. So Isidro, how do you vote?
No.
I vote no. Cindy?
No.
Leo?
No.
Robin?
No.
Mariel?
No.
Rosie? Rosie? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 6. So this
Gerard, it's Angel. I'm on.
oh, Angel, you're here. Give me
Yeah.
1 second. Let me write you in. 1 second.
Sorry, I just joined a couple minutes ago. I was finishing up something for work.
No worries. So we're voting on item 1, and they did not post their public notice sign. So how do you vote?
Yep, I caught that. No as well.
Okay, no. And Rosie, one more. All right, so this fails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Sorry,
7.
I don't know if you guys heard me earlier, but my internet was off. Just get my vote as no.
Okay, great. Thank you, Rosie. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fails with 8 no's.
By a vote of 0 to 8 to 0, this application is rejected. Next one.
Item next on the agenda, again, this is on-premise liquor license renewals. Item 2, the Element Restaurant Group, Inc., 854 West 181st Street. It's between Cabrini Boulevard and Pinehurst Avenue. Again, the Element Restaurant Group, Inc. Are you present? Okay, they're not present.
Very well. This applicant didn't submit the questionnaire either, and they didn't have the public notice. Chanel, can you please share the screen for the Element?
Actually, there's no picture in the email for that.
I'm sorry?
There's no picture in the email for that business.
There is a video that I sent you. Maybe didn't go through. So it's the Element is across like Kayla. I shot a video. They didn't properly display, or they didn't have any signage at all. So if it's requested, I can send to Chanel, I'm sorry, and then Chanel would send that over to you guys. Do you guys want to proceed to a straight vote, or how are you going to do it?
Straight vote.
Let's go to straight vote if there are no oppositions. You're right.
I second that.
Caesar, how do you vote?
No.
Okay, I vote no. Cindy?
I vote no.
Okay. Leo?
No.
Robin?
No.
Mariel?
No.
Rosie?
No.
And Angel?
No.
All right, this unanimously fails.
Thank you. By a vote of a 0 to 8 to 0, this application is rejected. Next one.
Next item is item three on on-premise liquor renewal licenses. 3938 Broadway Restaurant LLC. It's DBA Fort Washington Public House, Juanita's Taqueria. Is that located at 3938 Broadway? Again, DBA Fort Washington Public House. Are you present?
Yes, I'm here.
Greetings.
For the purpose of the minute, please tell us your name.
Niall Henry.
Niall Henry. And you are?
I'm the owner of 3938 B-Way West.
Very well. Chanel, if you're so kind, I see that this applicant, we didn't check out to see if he had the public notice or not. I didn't have a chance to pass by. Chanel, but with this applicant, we do not have a questionnaire.
Yeah, no, I only received the questionnaire for the alteration, not the renewal.
But what was there 2 questionnaires required for the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, well, no, but you guys didn't like specify on the alteration questionnaire that it was a renewal either, so I couldn't use, you know, both, like one for both.
Committee members.
Well, when I responded back to, sorry?
No,
when I responded back to your email, it says, sure.
Finish, I'm sorry, go ahead, finish.
When we responded back to your email about the thing, in the body of the letter, we said we have, it's for a renewal and for an alteration. And we put in the application information on the alteration and also the actual store itself. I thought that would have
committee members, thank you,
now. The alteration.
Thank you. Do you feel comfortable with the same questionnaire, same information in essence? One is for alteration of the license and other is for renewal. It should have been posted on different applications, but it's the same thing. Do you want to consider this applicant? Because they do have the question, and they're also going to come later on for number 8. It's a renewal. We can ask the 33rd precinct for the opinion, and we can take it from there. But I think that we should entertain it because it's it's not a critical issue.
Was notice posted?
Yes, I actually posted it twice because when I went, after I posted it, I went back 2 days later and it ripped down. So I posted it twice.
Very well. So if there are no opposition from the committee members, I think we should proceed to entertain the renewal for this applicant. Seeing no oppositions, let me hear the opinion of the 33rd precinct for this matter. Officer Brown.
Hi, good evening. It's Officer Brown from the 33rd Precinct again. So for this location, back last May and June of going back to 2020, we had one complaint, 1301 complaint placed for no one for lack of mask wearing, and we had 2 complaints in June of 2020 for people not socially distancing. It looks like those complaints work themselves out because we haven't had any COVID violations since reported violations since June 2020. So it looks like that complaint subsided. In regards to loud noise, we've only have one 301 complaint of loud noise this month. It was placed around 5:30 p.m. I did go past the location. I didn't hear the noise at any loud or excessive level. So I don't see any noise complaints coming from this location. And this location also has been the victim of 3 burglaries, overnight burglaries. So they've been victimized actually in October, in December, and in February. They've been the victim of burglaries. But aside from that, year to date, we have no COVID violations there. We have just one minor complaint of loud noise, but I went there myself and I didn't observe it. And they've been burglarized 3 times in the last few months. But that's the opinion of 33. We have no objections at this location.
Very well. Thank you so much, Officer Brown, for your opinion. The territory has no objection to this particular applicant. Very sorry about your burglary. I hope that this problem gets resolved soon, because you have faced so many problems and now you got to face burglary on top of everything.
Yeah.
That's really annoying.
Yeah.
Very well. Do we have any comments from the residents? I see someone raising their hand. Let me see what's going on. Just 1 second. This is Cheryl Miller. Cheryl, please introduce yourself, and you have 2 minutes. Cheryl Miller.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Okay, so I just want to say in regards to Fort Washington Public House, they have been a model establishment. Okay, from the very beginning, when they first went to apply before the CB12 licensing for their license, I had concerns about this business because of who was previously in there. And I live above the establishment. From the very beginning, Niall and Sean, who's also an owner, from the very beginning, they spoke to me, they gave me their phone numbers. When they were getting ready to open, they showed me around inside what they had done, fully soundproofed the establishment. And they have been a model establishment. I didn't know that they were burglarized. I would hope that they are not being targeted, because 3 times is a lot. Because I know that there's people in this community that do not want them to succeed, and making false complaints about this establishment. And I'm very angered with that. They have been nothing but model owners from the get-go. When they said that they were going to be a restaurant, that's what they have been. I have not heard any noise from this establishment whatsoever. So I just want to say, I hope that they have much continued success. And that's all I wanted to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Char, for your input. Thank you so much. It's always good to get compliments for merchants in times of need. So thank you so much. So now, if you have no other questions, I think that we should go to straight vote if committee members have no objections. I see no other hands up. You're right. Yes, please.
I just wanted to do a quick note. Cheryl, I think it was great that you're complimentary of this business, and for community people that attend these meetings, this is a story that, we kind of hear sometimes, where a business operated, did very poorly. People on all sides of it are concerned about a business opening. But, when you give somebody a chance, sometimes they disappoint, but it's nice to hear that, the times when people actually pleasantly surprise people. So I think it's something that we just, it's good to be aware of, that, there are a lot of businesses out there, given the chance, they will give us pleasant surprises. And, the ones that don't, we'll have to watch those.
Thank you, You're right. If there are no oppositions from committee members, I recommend that we go to straight vote.
Cesar, how do you vote on item 3?
Yes.
Yes. I vote yes. Cindy?
I vote yes.
Thank you. Leo?
Yes.
Yes. Robin?
Yes.
Marielle?
Yes.
Rosie?
Yes.
Angel?
Yes.
This vote passes unanimously with 8 yeses.
Hey, Gerard, just saying, Waldy's Cruz here.
Waldy's, how you doing?
Hey, I vote yes. I heard the whole thing, so I didn't want to interrupt.
All right, good. Let me put you down. So it's actually 9 yeses.
Thank you so much, Gerard. This application passes unanimously. Congratulations, Neil, and I hope that this program will stop yesterday. Many blessings to you.
Right.
A success.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. Gerard, next one.
Next item is 4. Mi Ranchito Mexican Restaurant, Inc. It's located at 1468 St. Nick Avenue. It's between 183rd and 184th Street again. Mi Ranchito Mexican Restaurant, are you here?
Yes,
Welcome.
thank you.
For the purpose of the minutes, please tell us your name.
My name is Alfredo Galva.
Alfredo Galva,
Galvan.
and you are the
Maria
owner?
Gonzalez.
She's the
Maria
owner.
Gonzalez. And you are the owners,
I am the floor manager.
floor manager. Very well. Janelle, can you kindly share the screen for Ms. Ranchito, please? Folks, as you can see, there is no public notice display by this establishment. Alfredo, are you aware that you are supposed to post a public sign in front of your establishment, visible to all, so that in case our residents will have an issue and all complaints, they will come to this community board and tell us what's going on in your premise? Why was the public notice not posted?
Well, as far as I know, we never got a sign sent it from the county. So that's probably will be the issue that we haven't now posted any sign outside.
Pero adentro tenemos.
But we do have it inside the restaurant.
I'm sorry?
But we do have it inside the restaurant.
You have a sign inside the restaurant.
Yes.
I was the one that passed by. I went inside and I didn't see a notice. I went, I checked, if you check the video, there's nothing outside. I went inside the cafe that you have right in front of your establishment.
Yes.
I didn't see it. I took pictures, there's nothing there.
In
¿Cuál sign es este?
what sign we are speaking of?
Que no nos han dicho.
I'm sorry?
What is the sign are we speaking of?
The public notice. Chanel, can you please?
Oh, yeah, I have.
Yes,
you
we
please-
do have.
De que dice que por favor mantenga la voz baja, que los vecinos, ya tenemos mucho.
Is the one that say is to the
No, that's not the one. Chanel, please, please explain.
Pero hace 2 años me lo dieron, yo los tengo pegados.
Chanel,
Abajo tengo uno.
I was given a sign 2 years ago, and I have it posted downstairs.
Sí, porque
Chanel.
puedo decirle algo. Yo fui
Can I
a la
say something?
reunión. Yo fui a la reunión hace 2 años para la renovación. Ellos nos dieron la hoja donde dice mantengan la voz baja porque el ruido a los vecinos algo así nos molesta. Entonces yo los tengo.
I went to a meeting 2 years ago where they gave us a sign saying that you keep your voice down. Is that the sign you're talking about?
not the sign. What you have there.
Hold on, I'm going to share the screen with the sign.
Señora, si permiten un momentito, van a mostrar el letrero
Ok,
que tienen que tener.
Ok, perfecto. Gracias por traducir.
Cindy, you're on mute. Cindy, you're on mute.
What is that? Live TV 12?
Señora, ese es el documento que tienen que poner enfrente de su restaurante donde les avisan a todo el público acerca de su restaurante y que van a hacer una nueva, un nuevo permiso para la licencia.
Okay.
Así ellos pueden hablar si tienen alguna queja contra su restaurante o si tienen algo a su favor. Y eso lo tienen que tener puesto enfrente donde lo pueda ver el público cuando están pasando y caminando.
Ok, está bien. Entonces se lo tengo que poner.
So is that the one that I need to post?
Yes.
Sí, yo lo tengo. Ok.
Sí, I have it.
Sí, lo que pasa es que el contador me lo mandó apenas a mí el lunes. So, yo los he printeado todos, pero él nunca me dijo que lo tenía que poner en la puerta, pero yo lo puedo poner ahora.
This is something that I just received from my accountant. I got it on Monday. Made some copies and I can display it now.
Thank you. Committee members.
Isidro, this is Leo. I have
Leo.
a quick question for clarification. How long does the businesses have to post the signs prior to the meetings? What's the timeline then? When does the office send it to them? Like, how long do they have to post? Is it a 24-hour thing? Set up to a week
I send
before?
it a week in advance.
Señora, una de las cosas.
So, Leo, the minimum that they will have is 1 week ahead of the meeting. So, meaning that today's the 14th, those signs should have been posted by the 7th at the latest. Would that be correct, Ashley?
Yes.
Very well. Committee members, let's make a
Okay,
decision.
thank you.
We vote on this.
Isidro, do you mind if I interpret that part to this lady who asked the question in Spanish?
Sure, please.
Señora, una de las cosas que están diciendo que por lo general uno recibe esos documentos una semana antes de esa junta, así que necesitan tenerlo en la puerta, en una ventana, para que el público lo vea antes, una semana antes de esta cita.
Ok. Sí, porque a nosotros primera vez que nos dicen eso, ya llevamos ya para 12 años y para lo de eso era primera vez que nos dijeron. De lo otro, sí, yo siempre que iba para que los vecinos no escuchen ruido, todo eso yo lo tengo pegado. Pero
So
entonces yo lo voy a hacer ahora, ¿ok?
So this is something new for me. I've been in business for the last 12 years and I have posted signs telling the clientele to keep quiet. This is something new for us that I did not know I needed to post it, but I can put it on now.
Ms. Gonzalez, you've been part of that restaurant for at least 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
When you open up that establishment, because I live very close to you, it was required that you post this public notice every 2 years. I have known of issues around your establishments that residents were not able or didn't have the opportunity to come before this committee and express their concerns. If I have concerns, I'm sure many residents around the area will have concerns about things that are going on in Mr. Ranchito.
Cedar, I just want to make one point of clarification as well, unless I misunderstood what I heard. So the purpose of a public notice sign is so that the public can see it. And putting a public notice inside, and I'm not talking about this specific applicant, but if you take a public notice and put it inside an establishment, it's no longer a public notice. It's a public notice that resides within a non-public place. It's meant so that people outside, not everybody goes into every business, but everybody that lives in a community does walk by it. And the only way they're going to see it is if the public notice is in public view. And that's the purpose.
Señora, esa notificación de que se tiene que poner cada 2 años para avisarles a los residentes que van a pasar por ese comité, para por si acaso ellos tienen algunas preguntas o algunas quejas, ellos pueden estar presentes durante estas reuniones y poder decir las cosas que les preocupan. De nuevo, ya tiene 12 años que tiene abierto su restaurante y ese es uno de los requisitos que se necesita hacer cada 2 años y necesita ponerlo afuera donde el público lo pueda ver, porque una vez que lo tenga adentro nadie entra al restaurante y lo puede ver y no puede participar en esas reuniones.
Ok, perfecto.
Thank you. Committee members.
Isidro?
Is it Leo?
Yeah, in order to continue being fair and consistent, as a committee, we're very fair and consistent. I say we go to vote. They didn't put up the signs. They didn't give the opportunity to the community and the public to come and address any issues. We have to be fair and just go straight to vote and
Thank you.
reject it.
So noted. If there are no positions, let's go to straight vote.
Ready?
Seeing none? No.
No, I vote no. Cindy,
No.
Leo,
No.
Robin,
No.
Marielle,
No.
Rosie. Rosie, I'll come back for Rosie. Angel,
No.
Waldiz. Waldiz,
I abstain.
abstain. Okay, abstain. Rosie, one more time before we, Rosie, okay. So we, this does not pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 noes, 1 abstention.
Thank you so much, Gerard. This application is therefore rejected. Let's proceed to the next one, agenda item number 5.
Okay, next is item 5. Again, we are still in on-premise liquor license renewals. Item 5 is 1218 M&M Bar and Grill. It's located 1218 St. Nick Avenue. It's at the corner of West 171st Street. Again, this is for 1218 M&M Bar and Grill. Are you present? Present? Hello?
Tengo una pregunta. I have a question.
I have a question.
This is for applicant 5. Is applicant 5 here? That's the first question. Applicant 5, 1218 M&M Bar and Grill. They are not present.
So they're not present for Ms. Ranchito. Folks, let me come back to your question once we finish up with this item, okay? We'll come back to you.
Señores, si nos esperan un momentito hasta que terminen eso, él les contesta su pregunta.
Okay,
so this applicant didn't have either the public notice and they did not submit a questionnaire. Chanel, if you're so kind, please share with us that particular screen. Thank you so much, Chanel. Committee members.
Straight vote?
Let's go to straight vote unless there are any oppositions. And before we do that, I see that someone has a question, access contemporary music. Chanel, if you're so kind, please promote them so the question can be noted. And before we go to our voting procedure, can you please identify yourself for the purpose of the minutes? Access.
Yes, sorry. I seem to be on with my work account. I'm sorry about that. I'm Seth Bosted. I live across the street from the M&M Bar and Grill, and I just wanted to register a complaint. They are very noisy. They're open past 11. They frequently don't have masks on inside. There's people hanging out outside all the time without masks. And I've gone in a couple times to talk with them about it, and they've been really, really rude. So I just want to register that.
All right.
Thank you so much for your input, and that'll be part of the minute as well. Thank you so much for your input. Gerard, if you're so kind, please proceed to vote.
Ready. Isidro, how do you vote?
No.
Okay. I vote no. Cindy? Cindy? All right, we'll come back to Cindy. Leo?
No.
Robin?
No.
Marielle?
No.
Rosie? Rosie?
Wait, sorry. Just to be clear, just because I had to sign off and then sign back on. Which establishment is this for?
Item 5, it's for 1218 M&M Bar and Grill, item 5.
Oh, okay. I'll vote no.
No. So Rosie's no on this. Okay, Angel?
No.
Waldiz?
No.
No. Okay, I'm going to come back for Cindy. Cindy?
I vote no. Thank you,
No?
Gerard.
So no problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 no votes. It fails unanimously. 9 no.
Thank you so much, Gerard. Folks, please mute yourselves if you're so kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now we're going to our next agenda item, which is agenda item number 6. Gerard.
Item 6, La Minita Restaurant, Inc. It's 3855 10th Avenue. It's at the corner of West 206th Street. Again, La Minita Restaurant, Inc. Present. La Minita Restaurant, item 6 on the agenda, 3855. Are you present? Once.
Thank you, Gerard. They seem not to be present. They did not send a questionnaire, neither do they have a public notice. She knows sharing now the screen. Please take a look.
Straight vote?
Straight vote.
If there are no oppositions, I recommend that we go to straight vote.
Okay, Cesar, how do you vote on item 6?
No.
I vote no. Cindy?
No for me.
Okay, Cindy. Leo?
No.
Robin?
No.
Marielle?
No.
Rosie? Okay, Rosie, we'll come back to you. Angel?
No.
And Waliz?
No.
And coming back for Rosie? Rosie?
So no.
Okay, no. So this does not pass. 9 noes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 noes. Fails unanimously.
Thank you so much, Gerard. This application is therefore rejected.
All right.
Let's move on to the next agenda item, which is agenda item number 7.
La Fonda Inc., 23 Amsterdam Avenue. It's between 160th and 161st Street. Against La Fonda Inc., 2023 Amsterdam Avenue. Are you present?
Yes, I'm here.
Welcome.
Thank you.
For the purpose of the minutes, please tell us your name and relation to the establishment.
Ibelice Morel, soy codueña con mi mamá y mi hermano.
Ebelice Morel.
Ibelice.
I'm the co-owner and the owner and daughter of the co-owner.
And who's that is speaking? I'm sorry. Oh, it's a translator. Sorry. So, Ibelice, you are co-owner, right?
Uh-huh.
Very well. This is for a renewal wine from the 33rd precinct. Based on this application, they did not submit a questionnaire. Chanel, can you please check on that if I'm correct or not?
Yes, you're correct.
So there's no questionnaire on this applicant. They're supposed to submit a questionnaire. Ibelice.
Okay. I think in this time, I have a problem with this renewal. I never had a problem. I have 15 years running on the liquor application in this establishment. But for this time, everything was by email, and I don't check the emails. I really don't check the emails. And I was out of the country last week. I called my brother on Monday because Chanel told me we're gonna receive the post on Monday or Tuesday, I don't know. And I called my brother, and he said no, it's not yet here. And I come Sunday. When I come Sunday, I was looking for the paper. I didn't find anything. And then when I called Chanel, she told me she's gonna send by email, but I didn't know. I didn't know I was supposed to receive the paper by email. That was the problem.
So she told you that you're going to receive that by email, and
I didn't know that I'm gonna receive by email.
You didn't know that it was going to be sent by email, even though you
No.
asked them?
Yeah, I asked him. I called to the restaurant to my brother if in the mail, and He tell me no. So when I go, I just come on Sunday, and I find out it's not here. So then I called Chanel on Monday, and she told me it's by email, but I didn't know. That's why I didn't have the questionnaire either. But I thought it's only one questionnaire, the questionnaire I download the first time from the Liquor Authority, the questionnaire that I sent to the community.
Ivelisse,
I think this is the problem.
I'm sorry. You asked Chanel if this was going to be sent, and she said yes, it's going to be sent via email.
No, she don't be specific. So that's why I didn't check the email. You know, because I had like 15 years doing the same thing, posting my thing, sending the thing. I don't know what happening, but that same problem is happening to the other people that I see in here. You know, and you already know. I think, you know, it's a little unfair because, like, for example, for me, I didn't know it's by email, you know? That's the
Ivelisse,
thing.
how long you been as the owner of this establishment? For how long?
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah, and all the time I receive it by mail, every time. I never receive it. This is the first time that I receive it by email. Yeah.
Chanel, if you are on the line, can you please share with us what was the understanding that you had with Ivelisse? Chanel.
I sent the notice and the questionnaire when I sent everyone else's on Tuesday. She called me on Monday of this week, and I told her that it's in the email.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. She said to send it again. I sent it again.
So you sent it again?
Yeah, she sent it again. And that's, I printed out, I called somebody because I don't have printer. Somebody printed it and bring me yesterday. I put it right away because I know this is very important. I never had problem with the community. I never had problem posting. I know Paola for many years. I'll call and ask for her. This is the first time that I have a problem posting and filling things because it was by email. So I'm not very familiar sending email, you know, some stuff like that.
For the purpose of the documents that we need to have present, we need to have that questionnaire, committee members. If we don't have that questionnaire at hand, there's no way that we can properly ask questions about this establishment. What might be, each restaurant is supposed to submit the questionnaire along many other documentations. We cannot make a proper decision if we don't have the proper documentation. I recommend that
I have a question.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
So
go ahead.
my question is, when did the shift happen? If everything was I guess if everything was originally sent by mail, when did the shift happen that they shift everything? Because of COVID. Okay. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Okay. That's the thing that confused the people because always we receive email by regular mail. By now it's for email. So I know so many people don't check emails. Like for example, me. If somebody called me, you're gonna receive an email, I check it. Because, you know, people working in restaurant doesn't have like really time to check mails and see chats and stuff like that. Like for example, right now, I'm in the restaurant right now. And, you know, I leave the cooker serving the food because I'm here. You know, so it's very difficult, especially in a small business. This is a very small business.
Thank you. Committee members, I would like to have discussion only with committee members. Please share your thoughts. Rosie, you did already.
I still have more to say. This kind of does create a disparity between people who don't necessarily have, not necessarily access to technology, but aren't necessarily technologically advanced. I know that a lot of small businesses do operate based off of, I guess, whatever resources they have, but some may be technologically disadvantaged. So that is my point of view on this.
Yep.
So a couple
Gerard?
of notes. You know, actually since COVID, I can't think of too many frequent times where the office or the committee hasn't gotten applications. So, I mean, it can always be possible. Now, as a business owner, because all the businesses know it's critical to engage the community, any business that doesn't have a public notice that knows they have a date coming should really, you know, the responsibility is on the business to engage the community in a constructive, transparent way. And if someone doesn't have a public notice 5 days before this meeting, forget about emails or whether it's mail or emails. The business owner has the responsibility to make time in their day to get to the community board office with some kind of communication and say, you know what, I know that I'm violating a trust with the community. I'm violating transparency with the community. I'm not showing the community that I hold them in high regard, and I don't want that to happen. And I don't have a public notice. So how do I get that? So in the end, is there a public notice up?
So Gerard, we didn't have a chance to pass by and see if there was a public notice or no.
Well, I'm asking the business owner.
I'm sorry?
I'm asking the business owner.
Okay.
Because if you didn't get the email, that comes with the public notice, I think, right?
Good point.
So, and all I'm saying is at a minimal, ultimately business owners have some responsibilities to the community they function in, or will be in a place, sorry?
No, I'm sorry, I cut you off, continue.
Yeah, or they're not going to be. Every business owner knows that they owe the community in the area that they open a public notice. And for whatever reason, if a business owner doesn't have the public notice, they have an obligation wherever they are to contact the community board and say, hey, you know, I don't have a lot of things, but I don't have a public notice. And I know I owe the community that public notice. So that's a kind of a threshold everybody should hit. And there's no reason why we can't.
So I have another statement. If I'm not mistaken, she did mention that as soon as she called her on Tuesday, she posted up whatever was required. Although that was very short notice, she did attempt to reach out and try to figure that out. So that, to me, it kind of does suck, because if you're a longstanding business owner and you are expecting something in a different manner, like in a consistent manner, and they switch it up, then it becomes kind of difficult to pretty much it becomes difficult to try to assume that they're going to be receiving it through the email. And she did reach out, although it was last minute, but she did post it up as soon as she found out.
Yeah, I'm not disqualifying it. What I'm saying is it's a minimum threshold. Every business owner who's ever owned a business knows the headaches and the pleasures of business. A minimum threshold, if we're going to be consistent with our community that deserves a notice, someone knows if they don't have the notice. And I'm not talking about this particular applicant. I'm just saying, if we're not consistent in holding business owners a minimal threshold that, hey, if you don't have your public notice 5 days before, you really need to contact somebody no matter where you are.
No, and I completely agree. But that,
or we're not going to do it.
No, and I completely agree with our consistency. But if I guess the office isn't being consistent with the way, you know, they've always been running things, then it kind of like confuses the business owners. So it's a matter of seeing the whole picture, as opposed to just seeing it piece by piece. You know, if we do see it piece by piece, adding it up to the whole picture, right? It's kind of like you kind of have to understand where she's coming from and why she was expecting it. And then she did reach out, but I guess.
To be clear, I totally concede. I'm not even not conceding everything you just said, Rosie. I'm saying at the end of the day, in addition to what you just said, a business owner knows if they don't have a public notice to put up on time. And, you know, they could at least say, how can I comply if I don't have my public notice? That's all I'm saying. And I'm really not kind of focusing on this applicant, but this applicant didn't do it. So we're going to have a lot of applicants after this. And those applicants have every right to claim some reason they're not getting the public notice up. And we're not going to be able to hold them accountable with any real sense of transparency or consistency. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I totally
yeah,
get it. She didn't get it. I'm with you.
For the rest of you that are not speaking, please mute yourselves, if you're so kind. At this point, I would like to perhaps proceed. Aurelia, I'll give you some more times, but I gotta move.
I was just gonna make it very brief. This
30
is a
seconds.
renewal. It's a renewal. It usually passes at the State Liquor Authority. She has an opportunity to come back next month and do all the right things and do it. So I just think she should withdraw it for now, throw in the 30-day notice and come next month. You're gonna get approved anyway by the Liquor Authority. This is just a formality unless you have, you know, something really bad in your history.
Thank you so much, Aurelia. So, Ibelis, it's more than likely that this license will be renewed because we didn't hear any problems with from the residents.
Yeah.
We're going to be consistent and transparent in the process because you know it has to be fair for everyone.
Yeah, it's a renewal, and I'm not trying to hiding anything on my business. It's just the inconvenience of the email. I always do my things right on time, and I always post my announcement. So that was the really inconvenient for this time, the email, because if I would receive by mail, I was posted right away. That was the problem.
Piece of advice, get yourself connected, get yourself well-trained on this technology aspect of it, because you do have a business, you have people that depend on you, that work for you, and you need to be on par. So we're going to be making a decision. If there are no positions from the committee members, Gerard, I think that we'll go to a straight vote.
Okay, Cesar, how do you vote?
I'm going to abstain.
Okay, I'm going to abstain. Cindy? Oh, Cindy? All right, we'll come back to Cindy. Leo?
I'm gonna abstain.
Oh, was that you, Cindy? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, that's me. I'm gonna abstain.
No worries. Leo?
Yeah, I'm gonna abstain as well.
Robin?
No.
Marielle?
No.
Rosie?
I'm abstaining.
Angel?
Abstain.
Wadiz?
Abstain.
Okay, so this application does not pass with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 abstentions. Pardon me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 abstentions and 2 no's.
Very well. Thank you so much, Gerard. You release this process is going to go through its course. It has not passed this committee. However, I'm sure you get it through the SLA. And your license is up on the 30th of this month. I'm sure that the certificate is probably on its way to you. If you don't receive it, please contact the SLA. And if not, check out back with Community Board 12 to see how we can help. Any last words? You have 30 seconds. You are muted. You are muted. Ibelis, you're muted. Please unmute yourself. Okay. We didn't hear you, Ibelis.
Hello. Oh, okay. I want to know what's the next step right now, because my license is gonna expire the 30. So I just send the papers, or what I have to do? I have to wait for another meeting, or what I have to do?
Now send the paper to SLA. If you don't get that certificate within a week, please call them as soon as possible.
Call you or call them?
Call the SLA.
Okay.
Call
Thank
the
you very
SLA
much.
and ask them what's the status of your certificate.
Okay. Thank you so much.
It might probably be on its way. Thank you so much. Take care for yourself.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Gerard, next item, please.
Sure. Next on the agenda is under State Liquor Authority alteration licenses. So it's item number 8, and it's 3938 Broadway Rest LLC DBA Fort Washington Public House, 3938 Broadway. It's at the corner of West 165th Street. Item 8. Are you here?
I'm sorry, did you skip item 7, Gerard? Where el posto platoria?
We just did La Fonda. We just finished. That was 7, right?
Oh, I'm taboo. Did you guys skip that one? We're on the
what item-
agenda.
Was number 9.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Okay. So item 8, this is for under alteration licenses. Item 8 is 3938 Broadway Rest LLC DBA Fort Washington Public House. Are you present? Once, twice.
I'm sorry. This was one that you guys know. This was the same location from number 3 that we did item number 3 with.
Perhaps we can come back to them later on, Gerard.
We will come back, and I don't know. Someone, Niall, should be back.
When the complaint is gonna approach.
Okay, we'll come back. Item 9 is El Posto Trattoria Rustica Corp. DBA Cafe Taboo. It's 227 Dykeman Street. It's between Seaman Avenue and Broadway. Are you present?
Yes, it's Aurelia, and I think the applicant is present.
Welcome.
I'm the representative for the renewal of the restaurant wine license.
This is not a renewal.
This is not.
It is.
Well, this is
It
under, well, on the agenda, it appears as State Liquor Authority alteration license. It's under C.
No, we did alteration, guys, in January or February. We did the alteration, change in class, and we did the corporate change. This is the renewal.
I'm just saying on the agenda, it appears under that section. That's all. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you submitted an alteration, Aurelia.
I'm looking at, and it says renewal. I circled renewal on here, see? I can't be alteration. I sent you a packet. You must be looking at an old one.
So
I
on
don't
the
know,
questionnaire, there is something that is circled as renewal.
Yes. You see it? As renewal?
Janelle, can you share some lights into it, please?
I'm looking for it right now.
I couldn't wait. My dad made totones. Sorry, guys.
Is he bringing up for everybody, Ariel?
You see, they're amazing. They're this big. He buys the best plátanos.
Nice, nice.
So,
And you,
sorry. I'm sorry. While Chanel's looking at this, perhaps this might go as a renewal. And let me share some of the content with the committee members and residents. The last time that this applicant came on board, it was back on January 29th of this year, and there was no objection by this committee and all the board. The last time that there was an inspection on this business, they had a nay. From what I see in the documents, this is probably a renewal because this license is about to expire on the 30th of next month. We do have a questionnaire. So with the committee's permission, is it okay to proceed with this renewal and take it as a renewal?
I agree.
Yeah, that's fine.
See no objections, let's go proceed this as a renewal. This is within the purview of 34th precinct. Officer Aim, what is the opinion of 34th precinct? We'll circle back to the precinct. Are there any comments from the residents? I see that I see no hands. Committee members. Aurelia, you said that the owner is present, correct?
She should be Carlota Chévere, and I want to let you know the corporate change was approved. The co-owner now is Yancy, who many of you who saw working as a supervisor at the location for many years. 7 years, no disciplinaries with the Liquor Authority, very minimum noise complaint right on Dykeman Street. I think you would be pleased with Carlota's operation. She just added this because she needs that extra help.
Thank you
with-
so much, Aurelia. Let me
Some-
see if we have someone now from the 34th precinct. Officer Aim, are you around? If not, we'll proceed to a vote. If there's no
Yes,
opposition, Officer Aim, are you there? Do we have anyone from 34th precinct? Gerard, I believe someone's trying to communicate.
I said, let's go straight to vote.
If there are no oppositions on this matter, I recommend that go to a straight vote. Seeing none, Gerard.
Cedra, how do you vote?
Yes.
Okay, I vote yes. Cindy?
I vote yes.
All right. Leo?
Yes.
Robin?
Yes.
Mariel? Mariel? Okay, we'll come back to Mariel. Rosie?
Yes, thank you.
Sure. Angel?
Yes.
Okay. Valdez?
Yes.
Okay. And just coming back to Mariel?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So this passes unanimously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yeses and 0 noes. Congratulations.
Yay, thank you guys. Thanks for rewarding her. She's very happy she waited 7 years for this. Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Congrats. Next item is 10. And it's still in the same, it's within the same section for alteration licenses. It's International Food House, Inc., DBA Albert's Mofongo, Napa Lounge Steak and Seafood. It's located at 217 Dykeman Street at the corner of Broadway. International House of Foods, Inc., DBA Albert Mofongo. Are you present? Mofongo, are you present? Once.
Albert Mofongo's house, are you in the house? Perhaps we can circle back,
Okay.
Gerard.
All right. So we're gonna have to circle back right now for 8. For 10, we're gonna go to item 11.
Can you hear me? I'm here.
Okay, International.
Alberts, yes. I'm having technical difficulties. I don't know why. I got kicked off.
Welcome.
For
Thank
the
you.
purpose of the minutes, please tell us your name and affiliation to this establishment.
Maribel Nunez, I'm the owner.
Thank you so much, Maribel, for joining us. And I hope that your technical difficulties can be solved. For the rest of the crew, please mute yourselves. Thank you so much. Maribel, we can now see you. So the ask here is to do an alteration to the license. Correct?
In reality, it's a name change. I don't know if it's the same as an alteration.
Briefly, tell us what is that you are trying to do with this alteration to the license.
We switched the concept of the food. We still have Spanish food, but we emphasize more on seafood. So we changed the name outside. It says Dykeman Seafood. The sign on Dykeman with the Broadway side.
Okay, so on the Dykeman side, you are still serving food, right?
Yes.
On the Broadway side, that's where the alcohol is being served, correct?
Yes. Which
So what is
nothing's
that you're
happening.
doing different besides the food?
It's the name change.
A name
That's
change.
why when yeah.
That's not alteration to the license. Gerard, correct me if I'm wrong. A name change will mean corporate change.
Yeah, you'd have to, right. It wouldn't be, it really shouldn't be under alteration.
Exactly. I don't know why. It says alteration because what I told Frank I was doing was changing the name.
If it's a name change, that'll be I'm sorry, you're breaking off.
It's just a name change. My concept is still food.
Is Chanel, can Chanel speak to what's on the,
Chanel?
on the application?
She submitted an alteration.
There must be a confusion. I mean,
Maribel, there's a confusion here and I don't want to penalize you. If you're going to do a corporate change, that is a different file that you have to submit to the community board. And I will hope, yeah, relocate file completely different from what you're saying to the committee and the residents. From what Chanel received, you said and you indicate on a document that you're going to relocate the bar. And that is completely different because then we got to know the plans, where the tables are going to be located, the bar stools, how many chairs, how many tables. It's a completely different animal. So taking that into account, I recommend that you perhaps want to withdraw this application and reapply next month.
let me clarify. I don't have a bar with stools. I have a service bar. No one can sit at the bar. So the bar is relocated on the Dykeman side, but there's no one seating at the bar. The bar is just for service. If you sit at my restaurant and you want a glass of wine, I serve you a glass of wine, but you cannot have it at the bar.
Understood. Those are the regulations, COVID-related regulations. But for the alteration to the license, which is to move the bar, you need to submit a plan of the new, the location of the bar. We need to have that on board.
Okay.
We don't have that.
Okay, but it's not only because of COVID. I'm not gonna have anyone sitting at the bar. And there's something else confusing there. I'm not changing my corporation. The corporation is staying the same.
Well, your application notes an alteration, right, Chanel? Didn't it say specifically?
Alteration of the bar, move the bar.
Well, that's what we're talking about, right? That's what it says.
Okay.
And Isidro, he mentioned to you the things you'll
Well,
need.
can I make a suggestion, if you don't mind? My name is Teddy Gonzalez.
I'm sorry, what's this again?
My name is Teddy Gonzalez. She doesn't have to change the corporation, just amend the application, that's it.
Not a problem. We still need to have documentations about where the bar is going to be at. We need to have a description of all the tables, all the chairs that was not submitted.
All right, that's fine. I mean, you're making her confused. So at the end of the day, bottom line is that she has to file an alteration.
Why am I making anyone confused? She filed an application.
She don't understand, that's why.
I'm sorry?
She don't understand, that's why. She don't understand. I will contact her and help her.
Maribel,
I will contact her and help. I'll contact her and help her out.
I will have Lily. Lily, please help us here and let Maribel know as to what's going on. If you're so kind.
Señora Maribel, ¿me puede explicar cuál es su intención?
Yo hablo inglés, ¿por qué tengo que hablar en español? Es decir,
okay. She speaks English.
Yeah,
she speaks English.
I think she articulated, Maribel, I think you articulated it, first of all, at least from my perspective, you articulated it perfectly. I totally understood what you were saying, and I think, right? I mean, you made it very clear.
I understood that I have to submit plans. That's what I understood from your end.
Correct. I mean, because when you put on there alteration, that just means there's got to be some of the things part of it. That's all. I don't know what that other,
Very well.
I didn't know that I had to submit plans. I mean, that's something I didn't know.
All right, so I recommend that you withdraw this application so that will not penalize you, and then you apply for next month and bring the plans. Would that be something that you will consider?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
I'm recommending that you withdraw this application for now and reapply for next month and bring the proper plans as is required.
Okay, so that's the only thing missing, proper plans?
Plans, detailing where the tables are going to be at, how many chairs, where the bar is going to be located, and where the bathroom are going to be located. That all has to be have to be in the plan.
Okay, yeah, the bathrooms didn't change.
Very well. So this application has been withdrawn and she'll come back next month. So there'll be no penalties assigned to this applicant. And Maribel will see you, God willing, next month.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
And for the purpose of the minutes, they did have a public notice display. So Maria, we passed by, we took pictures, and you do have that public notice in place. So thank you so much.
I try to do things right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So have a good evening. So next on the agenda would be item 11. And this is under the section D. It's State Liquor Authority new licenses. So it's on-premise liquor license. These are new ones. Item 11 is 3DD Inc. TBD. 421 West 202nd Street between 9th and 10th Avenue. Again, item 11, this is for a new liquor license, 3DDDD Inc. TBD. Are you present? Item 11 on the agenda, are you present? Yes, once?
Yes, I am present.
Greetings.
How you doing? My name is Teddy Gonzalez.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
My name is Teddy Gonzalez.
Okay.
I represent, unfortunately, I'm driving, so I have to pull over. My apologies. Okay, so I represent the applicant, and he's opening a restaurant. Basically, the restaurant is a Spanish restaurant in the area. They're looking to open from.
Thank you so much. Before you proceed, Teddy, that'll be my minor mistake to say to the rest of the committee what we're gonna have here later on. If there are questions, you'll be able to address them. But let me go how we'll go in the process. So this is a brand new liquor license that is going to be brought up at 202nd Street between 9th and 10th Avenue. This is with the prior 34th precinct. Do we have any representation of the 34th? Officer Aim, are you around? Officer Aim, are you around? Yeah. So we do have Officer Aim on board. Thank you so much for being coming back. Officer Aim, this is a new license, agenda item number 11. Let me go through the specifics. And as you know, we're going to recognize the input of the 34th precinct residents, committee members, then make a decision. So let me go through the specifics. So this is again on 202nd Street, 421 West 202nd Street, between 9th and 10th Avenue. The name is 3DDD, 4 Ds, not just 3. This is where the old Taboga used to sit. The method of operations are as follows. The space has been properly soundproofed. There'll be a jukebox, DJ, and I recorded music. There'll be no karaoke, no live music, and there'll be no third-party promotion. They will have New York State required security personnel to be registered with. There are cameras in place. The hours of operations don't seem that bad. From 12 p.m. to 2 a.m. on a nightly basis. The capacity is 150. They will have about 66 chairs, and they will have 11 employees, 10 bar stools. The menu has been submitted along with a floor plan as is required, and along with the questionnaire. And I must say that they did post a public notice. Chanel, if you're so kind, please share the display, please. This is the old Taboga place. That's the only picture that we received that we have taken into account. So there was a public notice. At this point, I'm going to have the officers, Officer Aim, to tell us the position of 34th precinct. Officer Aim, you have the floor.
This is Officer Aim from the 34th precinct. As everyone is well aware of, that area is a hotspot for noise complaints. That's the only worry that we have about that area and that establishment opening up. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Officer Aim. Do we have any comments from our residents? Seeing none, we're going to stick now to committee members' conversations only. Committee members, you heard the method operation for this establishment, and you also heard the input of 34th precinct. Do you have any?
Can I make a statement? Can I make a statement?
Teddy, apologies, please. You have 2 minutes, yeah?
Yeah. I just want to go to the committee board and the officer that if there's any problems ever, they can contact me, and I make sure I'll be the contact person for the restaurant and make sure that my client is actually being a family, like he's working with the community and basically not being bad influence to the community board. So if there's any problems, I'll give the officer my number. My number is 917-531-9567. Again, 917-531-9567. If there's any concerns or anything that happens and they need any information, they can contact me without a problem.
Eddie, so you are the owner or the representative?
I'm the owner.
You're breaking up. I didn't hear that, and I need to have clarity for the minutes.
Okay, I represent the owner, and I represent the owner for a long time. I know the owner for a long period of time, and I'm a representative. I deal with a lot of restaurants in the Heights and all that. And my thing is, honestly, is to have great communication with the police department and the restaurant, because you know something, we have to work together. Bottom line.
Eddie.
Yeah.
What's the name of the owner?
His name? Hold
Yes.
on a second. Hold on, I got two phones here. 'Cause I don't know.
But that's something you should have known. That's something that you should know, Henry, by heart.
Efraín Ruiz. Efraín Ruiz, that's the name.
You say
But
you know this owner really well, and somehow you're having problems telling me his name.
I say Ephraim, that's his name for me. But I'm trying to tell you his correct name. It's Efraín Ruiz. I'm not having a problem saying his name. That's not a problem at all.
By now, if you had a relationship with this owner, you would have known the name inside out.
I call it Ephraim. But if you're right now, honestly, with all due respect, if we're in a conversation, I'm going to give you his right name, and his right name is Efraín Ruiz. Okay? I call it Ephraim. That's what I call him. With all due respect, doesn't mean I don't know him that long. The fact is that I'm trying to give you the right pronunciation of his name.
I'm reviewing this application right now, and I can see the name. I asked you to see how familiar you are with the name, and I can read it from here. It's very well, but that's another issue. Committee members.
Efraín. It's a different name. I'm sorry, with all due respect. I call it Ephraim. That's what I call him.
Thank you. How long has been this owner been relating or experience with the restaurant industry?
He's been involved. He has he has family that has restaurants, and he's been around like 5-6 years. in
I'm not
restaurants.
interested about his family. I'm asking you what was the experience of this owner has been handling alcohol or in the restaurant industry.
He's worked in a restaurant with his families.
For how
like
long?
5-6 years. For
6
5-6
years.
years.
Where has he worked at?
Unfortunately, I don't have that information, to be honest with you. Efraín, are you online?
Yeah, sí,
Efraín,
sí.
dígale a dónde usted trabajaba anterior con negocios que tenía licencia de licor, por favor.
Could you
yo
please tell me of
trabajé-
the other businesses you have worked before? Señor, yo le puedo ayudar con la
escucha?
interpretación.
Thank you.
Ok. ¿Cuál es la pregunta?
So what is the question?
How long have you been involved handling alcohol and where?
Señor, ¿cuánto tiempo tiene trabajando con el manejo del alcohol y en dónde?
Aproximadamente 8 años y he trabajado en varios negocios de aquí del área.
Approximately 8 years, and I've been working in a couple of areas around a couple of places in this area.
Give me names.
Señor, ¿me da nombres?
Primero podemos mencionar Cocina Taller.
Cocina Taller.
Sí.
Can you give me some more, please?
Otro del área, Suchimambo.
Suchimambo.
Y como, sí, parte de lo que tiene que ver con restaurant y la comida, Salsa con Fuego en un momento.
¿Salsa con fuego, señor?
Sí.
¿En salsa de fuego?
Thank you so much for that input.
Gracias, señor.
Committee members.
See, I'm sorry. So I think you responded to your question. Is you need additional information?
I'm sorry, what was that, Teddy?
Do you need additional information? I mean, he's told you what he worked at before, the experience. He's going to be hiring a manager to work with him also. So, I mean, he'll have the capabilities and the assistance of someone to help him operate the business. So my question to you is, the board, is there any concerns that I need to address for him and help him to address?
Hey, Cedro, if I could remit, it's Leo.
Leo.
Wow,
Yeah, so
that's phenomenal.
I think we should maybe add some stipulations before going to vote. I think if I don't understand Mr. Teddy is his representative, but it doesn't seem Mr. Teddy is on hands in the operations at all time. And that being said, I would rather have a manager or even the owner himself put up his number in front of the business in case anybody does need to get in contact. They can get in contact directly with the owner versus the representative and have to go through that middleman. And same thing with offering the NYPD and Officer Ames. If you can get the owner's number, I understand I get your representative, but if they need to have the right contact and something's happening, it's quicker to get to the owner than to the representative.
No,
and the second thing is to add a sound limiter. If noise seems to be a huge issue in this area, we don't want the business to fail or to contribute to that complaint or that issue. So we have a sound limiter, it kind of helps their case when we introduce, or if it does pass, to go to the general board. So
Thank you, Leo. That'll be part of my recommendation for stipulations. Ifradelin, I'd like to speak to the owner, Teddy, straight to the owner.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Ifradelin.
The owner's online. but
Lily,
my question
please tell Ifradelin that I would like to speak to him directly.
Señor Fredelin, ¿quieren hablar directamente con usted?
Sí, lo escucho.
I'm listening.
He's on the phone right now. You talk to him.
Teddy, thank you. Frodelín, queremos de que la comunidad tenga una clara comunicación con usted. So the community wants to have a clear communication directly with you. Would that be a problem?
¿Sería algún problema,
Ok.
señor, que el público se pudiera comunicar con usted directamente?
No, claro, me pueden preguntar lo que
Of course not. They
necesiten.
can answer me. They can ask me questions, whatever they need.
Thank you so much. And we would like to know also if there are any objections on his part on some stipulations that we're going to request.
Señor, ¿cree que vaya a haber alguna dificultad o de ciertas cosas que el comité le pueda pedir?
No hay dificultad.
No, that there will not be any problems.
Very well. So,
Oh, my question, with all due respect, what is stipulation you're requesting?
Teddy, you are a representative. You're not the owner. I'm dealing with the owner because when it comes to deal with this community, you're not going to be there to respond to this community. I'm dealing with the owner directly, with all due respect.
You're right.
Thank
With
you.
all due respect, honestly,
Yes, please.
I represent the owner and I'm helping him. And honestly, I know your situation. I know your position, but you know something? At the end of the day, you shouldn't be arrogant and tell me that you're not going to deal with me because you're dealing with the owner.
Teddy,
With all due
again,
respect.
Teddy, again, you're representing the business.
You're not explaining
The business-
yourself clearly, Terry.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
you're representing the business, Teddy. As a representative of the
I
business,
am.
you have
I
to
know, but
understand that
I'm
there's
helping
policies
you.
and there's certain things but you're not really
I
helping in this
understand
situation. But you're not really helping the situation with what you're saying or how you're addressing the committee. I suggest you let Isidro carry on with the owner, and you're there. And if after the call you want to explain to whatever you want with the owner, you can speak to them then. But let Isidro address the owner and let the owner agree or disagree to whatever it is that we ask them.
Teddy, let me go through the list. If you have any objections to the stipulations, feel free and interject. But I think it will be easier if we follow the process on how we have it, because we have plenty of experience. It might facilitate this process a lot easier if we go through the process as we intended.
All right, no problem.
Thank you so
Listen,
much.
I work with you guys. I got no problem.
Thank you so much, Teddy.
I got no problem. Thank you. I'm
so
sorry.
much.
Don't
Committee
take it the
members.
wrong way. I'm sorry.
Not a problem.
I'm sorry.
Finish.
With all due respect.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Teddy, can we ask you something? Teddy, can you stand by? You are interrupting this meeting with another applicant. Teddy, do you understand that you are making a bad a presentation here, Ted? Just please
No,
stop
I'm moving
talking.
forward.
Please stop talking.
I stopped already.
Thank you, Teddy. Thank
You
you.
interrupted this meeting. You
Thank
took
you, sir.
another applicant's time. You're not respecting the process. Please stop.
Thank you so much, Gerard. At this point, committee members, I'm going to recommend the following stipulations, and feel free to add others as well. First, that there'll be a phone number properly displayed at this establishment, clearly seen on the outside of the premise. I'm also going to propose that a good neighbor sign be posted, that a good sound limiter be posted, and a copy of the receipt of a sound limiter to be brought to the community board before the board meeting, which is scheduled for April 27th. On top of that, I'm going also to request a no double parking sign to be properly displayed. So at this point, I'm going to ask committee members if there are other stipulations before I ask the translating services to provide proper information to the owner. Are there any other stipulations? I got 4 of those 4. Phone number, good neighbor sign, sound limiter, no double parking sign. Very well. Ms. Kelly, I'm sorry, Lily, if you're so kind, please ask the owner that there'll be 4 stipulations.
Okay, one of the things that stipulation that I missed, one, the phone display, the good neighbor sign, there was something else. No double parking, and there was one more thing that I missed.
And proof of purchase of a sound limiter.
Sound limiter. Señor, ¿me puede escuchar?
Sí, le escucho.
Esas son las estipulaciones que los miembros del comité le están pidiendo que ponga. Uno tiene que poner un letrero donde claramente se vea su número de teléfono. También tienen que poner otro letrero donde dicen que para todos los vecinos que puedan hablar y comunicarse para tenerlos informados. Quieren también que ponga otro letrero donde dice que no se estacionen uno enfrente del otro, y también que necesita prueba de un aparato que indica la cantidad de sonidos que sale de su restaurante.
Los decibeles. Los decibeles de sonido.
Decibeles, gracias. Y dice que también tiene que poner el letrero que dicen que van a tener otra reunión el 27 de abril. Lo tiene que poner una semana antes de esa junta. ¿Está de acuerdo con eso? El 27 de abril.
Sí, claro, 27 de abril.
¿Está
un letrero que diga el 27 de abril la reunión.
Sí. ¿Usted está de acuerdo con esas estipulaciones?
Claro.
He is in agreement with this by doing this.
Okay, just Neil, we're going to come back to you later on. You're on the agenda. You have your hand up, so please lower your hand and we're going to come back to you. Committee members, will be okay for me to have a little chat with Efraín to make sure that he understands what is being requested in Spanish. Very well. Señor Efraín, mire, le estamos pidiendo 4 requisitos antes de ir al voto final. Lo primero es que tú tienes que poner un número de teléfono de alguien que esté encargado del local. En caso que algún vecino tenga algún problema, que ellos puedan llamarle inmediatamente. ¿Me entiende?
Ok, perfecto.
Ese es
sí,
primero.
claro.
Luego, la señorita de la Junta Comunal, Chanel, le va a enviar una nota, es un letrero que tiene que ponerlo frente al negocio. A esto le llamamos el Good Neighbor Sign, un letrero que para convivir con los vecinos. Chanel se lo envía a usted, usted lo pone en el negocio. ¿Está claro?
Está bien. Sí,
Muy
claro.
bien. El tercero es la prueba de compra de un sound limiter. Esto es, no sé si lo tiene ya establecido, pero lo puede conseguir o comprar en cualquier establecimiento. Ese recibo tiene que llegar a la Junta Comunal para el viernes 23 de abril, antes de las 5 de la tarde.
Ok.
¿Usted me entiende?
Sí, claro.
Lo último que vamos a pedirle es que ponga un letrero para que no haya doble estacionamiento en el área.
Ok.
Perfecto. Very well. I think that I
Okay.
explained one stipulation at a time. He understands. Teddy, as a representative, do you have any questions for 30 seconds?
No, I'm good. No questions.
Thank you so much, Teddy.
So the only thing I ask, honestly, is if you can send something, the stipulation on paper, so we can know, and not me, but my client can know what the rules that he has to follow.
What rules? What do you mean?
You basically, everything you said, you gave him guidelines, right?
These are called
So-
stipulations.
Right, they're stipulations. So can you put it on paper and send it to him so he knows that he has to follow them?
Chanel, are you online?
Yes.
Can you please send them a note?
Yeah, I'll write you an email with the stipulations.
Thank you so much, Chanel.
I mean, I think you show him a stipulation. You should sign it, notarize it, and you guys should have it on board so you know what the stipulations are.
Thank you. He'll notarize the steps. Chanel will send the paperwork with the proper, stipulations. He'll sign and notarize and send it back to the community board. Very well. Committee members, I recommend that go to paperwork.
Yes.
Isidro, before you, may I add something else?
Yes, please.
Señor, esta
Sí.
información usted la va a recibir por medio de un correo electrónico, así que por favor ponga la atención a sus correos electrónicos.
Okay.
So the only thing that I was to please check his emails that he's going to be getting that information.
Efraín, también llame a la Junta Comunal si no recibe tu documento. If you don't receive these documents, please call community board. Gerard, let's go to straight board.
Okay, this is again, just, this is for item 11. Isidro, how do you vote?
Yes.
Gerard, yes. Cindy? Cindy?
So can I ask a question? The stipulations that you engage right now.
Could you mute your phone? Teddy, you're interrupting this meeting again.
You are. Just continue with the list, please.
Yes, yes. Cindy? Okay, we'll come back to you, Cindy. Leo?
Yes.
Okay, Robin?
No.
No. Mariel?
Yes.
Rosie?
Yes.
Okay, Angel?
Sorry about that. Yes.
Okay, and Waliz?
Yes.
Okay, so this passes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yeses, 1 no. Congratulations. Next.
Thank you so much, Gerard. Next agenda item, agenda number 12 has been withdrawn. So we're going to proceed out to agenda item number 13.
Okay, item 13. This is Elan 26 Restaurant and Bar, LLC DBA, La Pampara Restaurant and Lounge, 1447, 1457 St. Nick Avenue. It's between 182nd and 183rd Street. Again, item number 13 on the agenda for Elan 26 Restaurant and Bar. Are you present?
Can I quickly interrupt?
Yes.
I think Cindy had voted through the chat since she's having audio issues. She voted yes for the last one. Sorry
Thank
for
you.
that.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you so much,
Sorry about
Rosie.
you, Rosie. I got you, Cindy. So item 13, Elan 26 Restaurant, are you present?
Yes, I'm with you guys.
Welcome.
How you doing? First things,
All right.
I want to
For
say
the
thank you.
purpose please, no interruption. If I don't, please let me conduct the meeting, then you will have time to, when it's proper for you to do so. For the purpose of the minute, please tell us your name and affiliation to this establishment.
Sure. My name is Ilan Fatir. I'm the entity of Elan 26 Restaurant Bar LLC, doing his business at Pampara Restaurant Lunch.
Okay, what's your name, sir, again? I'm sorry. What's your name?
Ilan Fatir.
And you are the owner?
Yes.
Very well. Thank you so much. We're going to come back to you. Let me go through specifics. This is within the purview of 34th precinct. This is within where all Lucky 7 used to be at. For the purpose of the record, this is a complete application. There is a floor plan. There is a copy of the menu. And Chanel, if you're so kind, please share the pictures that we sent for the purpose of providing a notice to the residents. They did post a picture, the notice, so we have that on record. Chanel, okay. Thank you so much, Chanel. So we do have a complete application, and Elan, let me go through the method operation. Let me go through the specifics, if you don't mind. This is going to be a tapas bar, and the method operation are as follow. There'll be a jukebox, DJ, recorded music, karaoke, live music. The hours of operations are 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. on a daily basis. Capacity is 256. So, Ian, please tell us what is that you bring to the community.
first thing I want to say thank you to everybody for taking your time and doing this together here. First thing is a dream to come true, because I've been dreaming all the time to open a restaurant, and especially in this community, and I have this opportunity for that dream to come. We like to keep the cultures, because I love the cultures, whatever is not what's going on, and bringing different cultures, music, jazz, karaoke's, and to create job, obviously. The main thing is to create the job for the people.
Oh, I muted myself. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your input. So, Elin, what's your experience with dealing with alcohol in restaurant? What's your experience?
My experience is, which is I used, going to the bars and drinking, and that's the best experience you can have, and drinking all kind of different. Sorry. The experience I have, you hear me?
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay. For many years, going to restaurants, and I've been going to, all kind of different restaurants, and, to get those experience, and, that's my experience, going and drinking.
Thank you so much. Who's going to manage this place? When you deal with alcohol handling, you go out drinking, that doesn't send me a good picture. I need to know who's going to handle alcohol. What is it?
I'm sorry. So that's the reason I just looking for the best. That's the reason I look for the best person, and I find the right person, and she's with us on the line right now, and she's going to be managing my place. Michelle, she's with us on the line right now too.
Who are the people that you're bringing in?
You have Sachel.
Hi, my name is Giselle Mateo.
Hello.
All right,
Anybody
so
hear me?
What's your name, son?
Mateo.
My name is Mateo Almonte, and I want to be working with Eli, helping him run his new restaurant. I have vast experience in the hospitality industry. I went to college for hospitality management. I worked in a hotel for about 10 years as a manager. And I'm thrilled to be part of this new endeavor for Mr. Eli, if we get the opportunity. I have a very good customer relations with the Dominican community, being Dominican myself. I know how to make everybody comfortable within the environment that we're going to be offering to everyone.
Mateo, where have you worked?
I worked at the Park Central Hotel.
Barwin?
For about Park Central Hotel in 7th Avenue and 56th Street. That's in the west side Manhattan. I was the front desk manager there. And I worked at the La Casa de Mofongo at 207th Street in Sherman since the beginning till today as a manager also.
And how long you been working La Casa Mofongo?
From over 2 years.
Are you trained in alcohol handling?
Yes, I am. I was a bartender myself, sir. I'm a professional bartender.
You're a professional bartender.
I am.
And I guess you'll be the one dealing with the bar and all of that?
I believe so.
Ilan.
Yes.
Do you have any connections to the previous owner of Lucky 7?
No,
No connection to previous Lucky 7 owners?
no.
Very well. What kind of food are you going to serve here?
We're gonna have, Mediterranean. You're gonna have like fish. We're gonna have steak. We're gonna have soup. We're gonna have. Let's see, we're gonna have some special lunch, rice, mofongo, shrimps, all kind of, foods which is related to the community here, which is people that are going to come and enjoy it.
All right, so we might come back to you for some questions because I have to move the agenda. Let me hear now from the NYPD, then I'm going to hear from residents. Officer Brown, what is the opinion of the 34th precinct? Officer Brown?
Hi, good evening.
I'm sorry, it's Officer Aim. Apologies. This belongs to the 34th precinct. Apologies, Officer Brown. It's
No
Officer
problem.
Aim. Officer Aim is not on the floor. Let's come back to them. Let me hear some, I see some hands up from panelists. I see David. Irado, David, you have the floor for 2 minutes.
Hi, hello everybody. Thank you so much for the opportunity. As a business owner of the community, I have a not-for-profit organization, Washington Heights, and I go to Washington Heights from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And the previous business that was in this location was my favorite spot. It was favorite spot because I see a lot of people from the community working on the business. It's a huge business, safe, and the quality in the services that was there that I know they're gonna be the same now, because they had the space and they had the manpower, because it's a big business. And what I like the most is, and what I want to see is a location where we can go and spend time with people that live in the community, that people who are working in the community. That's something that I would like to see in this business. We have to have a business there because honestly, in Washington Heights, we have a lot of businesses, but we don't have a lot of restaurants as we used to have before. So I really think that having this type of business is a need in the community. It's not a luxury, it's a need. And the most important aspect that I see is that will be a business that will hire people from our community. Again, I have a not-for-profit, we do job placement. I see daily a lot of people coming to my organization looking for job. And I think that now with this restaurant that are gonna be opening, hopefully, I know that will be a point of reference that I'm gonna have for those people who are looking for a job in the community. Thank you.
Thank you so much. While I see that Edgar Romanos also. Edgar, a former community board member and licensee member from some years back. Edgar, welcome back. You have the floor for tonight.
Good evening, my fellow teammates, fellow community board members. As a former community board member, I live in the neighborhood, and I have a special interest in this location because we want to make sure that the next business that gets established here establish a good relationship with the community, with the residents, and also with the precinct, to establish from day one a good communication, because by the end of the day, it's a win-win. We want to make sure that you get successful, as you mentioned. Ilan, you said that you're very interested, that this is your dream, and we want to support your dream because this is what it's all about. It's about helping each other. As you strive, the community strive as well. Just make sure that you hire local, diverse personnel. We're in a difficult environment, and I think hiring local people will be ideal. Please publish when you have that hiring date. I suppose you're going to do it online or however means you use, but make sure that the community is aware. I support your business, and I wish you a great success. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Edgar. Gerard, you remember Edgar, right?
What?
You remember Edgar?
Of course, Edgar. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. Happy to see you.
I didn't want to be presumptuous. I was going to ask Isidro earlier, is this our Edgar? Or
That's
and it
right.
is.
That's right.
It is.
I see that we also have in attendance another board member, Jonathan Frometa. Jonathan, you have the floor.
Hi, good evening, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I wanted to say something about this particular business. I used to have some friends that work in this business, and absolutely, this is a kind of independent that we needed back on our community. I live a few blocks away from this business, and this is one of my favorite places to go and get dinner and gather with my friends. So I runs up my hands in favor of this business. Just to clarify this, I'm Jonathan, and I am part of the community Ward 12 also. And in the Youth and Education Committee.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. It's on the minutes. It's Officer Aim back. Officer Aim. All right. Officer Aim is not back. Guys, I would recommend some steps for this establishment. Under the old management, there used to be some problems, something that they don't have to face, but to make sure that we prevent issues in the future, like any other new restaurants that come to the floor, I'm going to recommend stipulations. So first, I'm going to recommend a good neighbor sign. Second, I'm going to recommend a phone number to be properly displayed on the establishment. Third, that a purchase of a sound limiter be sent to the community board by Friday, April 23rd before 5 p.m. And fourth, no double parking allowed sign. Just like the previous license that we approved, I'm requesting these 4 stipulations. Are there any other recommendations for committee members?
I agree with those. I think they're good.
Gerard?
I think they're good. Great.
So Gerard, since you are the vice president and Cindy, because of conflict of interest, this establishment sits within the bid, and therefore I cannot vote. So please recommend, if there are no objections, to proceed to a voting.
Okay, so we're going to, for this, as Cesar was alluding to, it's going to stand aside for the vote, and then it goes back to Isidro. So Isidro, on this, if there's no objections, we're going to go to a vote with the stipulations. Does anybody have any objections?
Let's go straight to vote.
Great, seeing none, we're going to vote. Isidro, are you no vote or abstain, or what do you hear?
I can't vote because of conflict.
Okay.
This is a business that is within the bid.
All right, so I've noted that for you. I am going to vote yes. Cindy? Cindy, I think you said yes?
I'm going to vote yes on this, yes.
Okay, I got you. Leo?
Yes.
Yes. Robin?
Yes.
Marielle?
Yes.
Okay. Rosie?
Yes.
Angel?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Waldiz?
Yes, sir.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This passes with 8 yeses and 1 no vote due to conflict. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So let me just review the stipulations, Leanne, and also Mateo. Please understand the stipulations. First, the Good Neighbor sign is going to be sent over to you by Community Board 12 personnel. It's a sign that has to be displayed to make sure that the patrons don't stay or hang out outside the establishment. That'll be the first one. Second, a phone number of the manager in charge should be properly displayed, so in case the residents will have a problem, that they will have someone to connect with. Third, a sound limiter needs to be purchased, and the receipt has to be submitted to a community board before Friday, April 23rd, before 5 p.m. So that has to be sent over to a community board. And also please display a no double parking sign in front of your establishment. Congratulations. I hope you do well and that your dream will come true. Take care. Next.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda is under Restaurant Wine. It's 14. It's El Nuevo Capri Restaurant Corp. Located at 1340-42 St. Nick Avenue. It's at the corner of West 177th Street. Again, it's El Nuevo Capri Restaurant Corp. This is for a restaurant wine license. Are you present? Hello, El Nuevo Capri Restaurant. Are you present? Okay,
Yes.
come back. Present?
Yes.
Oh, welcome.
For the purpose of the minister, please tell us your name and affiliation to the establishment.
Hector Tirado, I'm the representative.
Hector Tirado, and you are the representative. Very well. Hector, your request is for a new wine and beer license. Is that correct?
No, that is not correct. This is a what you call a corporate change, what the SLA calls a transfer of ownership. There's a license on the premises, and we are new owners. So we're
Chanel.
Yes.
So the applicant indicated that what they have is a corporate change, not a new restaurant wine license. They say that they do have the license already, that this is a corporate change.
Okay.
I believe, may I speak?
Yes, please.
There's a little confusion because the SLA considers this a transfer of ownership. That's probably why we didn't make a corporate change for the SLA is something different. Corporate change for the SLA is when you're keeping the same corporation and only changing the officer. In this case, we're changing the corporation. So that's why it's a transfer of ownership.
Transfer of ownership.
Yes.
So Hector, even though you did circle out that, because I see it on the questionnaire, right? You did indicate that there is a transfer of ownership, even though the application requested that it was a new license, but you do have a license, right?
Yes. Yes, there's a license on the premises, and we are applying for a new license. The new owners are applying for their new license. But in the meantime, we also applied for a temporary license that the SLA normally can give you.
A temporary license?
Yes.
We heard of it, but it's okay. So Hector, usually when there is a transfer of ownership, both parties have to be present at the meeting. Do we have someone that is taking over the premise now, or someone that is selling?
No, unfortunately, I was not able to get him. I guess we could do it if we have a next meeting. I could make sure that he's here.
I highly recommend that you do a withdrawal and then come back next month, because we have to have them, like, we have to know who's coming and who's leaving.
Okay, that's no problem.
And let's make sure you're on the agenda properly, or that there's, the application is correct in every way. Because right now you're under restaurant and wine, and you don't want to be there next month.
Restaurant wine, yeah.
No.
So Hector, when you check out the application, please be sure to communicate with Chanel that this is a transfer of ownership, not new license. Please make note of that. And also, Hector, for your own benefit, when you come back next month, please be sure to post a sign. The public sign is important.
Okay, thank you.
Please, Chanel will send that over to you for next month. It will be a public notice that should be displayed. All right, in public.
Yes. When will that meeting be?
That'll be the second Wednesday of next month. So that'll be for next month. That'll be May 12th.
Oh, May 12th. Perfect.
All right. So this application, for the record, has been withdrawn. Hector, we'll see you next month, we hope.
Okay. Good night, guys.
Good
Take
night,
care.
good night. Next on the agenda under restaurant wine is Chipotle Mexican Grill of Colorado, LLC, 4240 Broadway. It's at the corner of West 180th Street. So it's Chipotle Mexican Grill of Colorado. Are you present? Chipotle Mexican Grill, are you present? Once, twice. Chipotle Mexican Grill is not present, Isidro.
And for the record, this applicant didn't submit a complete application. They didn't provide a questionnaire, no floor plan, no menu, and no public notice. So based on that, I recommend that we go to straight vote.
Agreed.
By the way, you're right. I cannot vote on this matter because of conflict. They are part of the bid as well.
Okay, so no vote, conflict. Okay, that's noted, Isidro. I will vote no. Cindy, how do you vote? Cindy? All right, we'll come back to Cindy. For Leo?
No, thank you, Joe.
Sure, sure. Robin?
No.
Okay. Marielle?
No.
Rosie?
No, thank you.
You're welcome. Angel?
No.
No. Waldiz?
No.
Waldiz, no. Great. No, and we're gonna just come back over to Cindy. Cindy, are you
It's
voting?
a no for me. Thank you so much, Joe. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome, very welcome. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8 no's and 1 no vote, so this does not pass. And we're gonna pop up to Niles, who I see is back in for item 8, circling back. This is under State Liquor Authority, all licenses. And item 8, 3938 Broadway Rest LLC DBA, Fort Washington Public House. It is located at 3938 Broadway at the corner of West 165th Street. Welcome,
Welcome back, Anal. So
Yeah, sorry about that. I was confused. I thought it was approved before, but we can talk about it now. I apologize.
thank you so much. Welcome back. So for the purpose of the minute, we do have a complete application with a questionnaire, the floor plan. Everything seems to be in order. And they also did publish the public notice. Thank you so much, Niall. Having said that, now, if you're so kind, please tell us what is the operation of the license that you want this committee to consider.
No problem. Thanks. So we opened up Fort Washington Public House in June of 2019. That was the bar restaurant. There was a small storage area that we had on our plan with Liquor Authority as storage. Shortly after opening up, I want to say 3 or 4 months out for Washington Public House, we converted that space into a full service pizzeria. Slices, sodas, calzones, pies, etc. It's a full working pizzeria under a separate business name, DBA, doing Broadway Slice of Washington Heights. And the purpose of this right here is just amending our plan to show that space as a pizzeria, not as storage.
Thank you so much. So in essence, you're adding
There's-
the pizzeria space to the license, correct?
Correct.
Very well.
Correct.
No problem. Let's proceed with Officer Brown's opinion on this matter. Officer Brown, the idea is to add space to this license. What is the opinion of 33rd precinct?
For the third precinct, we have no objections to this.
Very well. The 33rd has expressed no objection to this matter. Do I have any residents present? I see none.
Yes, Isidro, I'm sorry, it's
Sherry
Cheryl.
Miller is back. Sherry, you have
Yeah,
two
here I
minutes.
am, I'm back. Okay, so I just want to give high praise for their pizza is amazing. I mean, everybody, if they haven't been there, go check them out. The pizza is amazing. Niall, I'm glad to hear you expanding on it. That's great. Love it. Keep it up. You guys are amazing. You and Sean, thumbs up, 4 thumbs up, 10 thumbs, 10 rating. Huh?
Ken, and the
10,
manager,
I'm
Ken,
sorry.
you like it? And your
Yeah,
buddy.
10. From 1 to 10, 10.
Thank you so much, Cheryl.
Thanks.
We appreciate those comments because we want our restaurants to survive, to strive. And it pleases me to hear comments. Oftentimes we only hear complaints. But now you're doing a great job, man. I really respect
All right, thanks,
the
guys.
work that you have done. And I think that the community also understands that you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Committee members, if there are no oppositions or input, I recommend that we go to a straight vote on this matter.
Agreed. Isidro, how do you vote?
Yes.
Yes, I vote yes. Cindy,
I'm gonna vote yes on this, and just many respects to Niall and Sean for their awesome work.
excellent. Leo,
Yes.
Robin,
Definitely yes.
Marielle,
Yes.
Rosie,
Yes, thank you.
sure. Angel,
Yes.
Waldiz.
Yes.
Well, Niles, I hope the pizza's good because I'm going to check it out. And boy, if Cheryl, you're in trouble if that pizza's not that good.
You're right. Let's make it a point that we
You
go
won't
for
just,
that.
you won't be disappointed, Gerard, trust me.
All right.
You won't
you
be
there, Gerard.
disappointed.
I'm there. I'm there. So
There you
it-
go.
this passes unanimously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yeses. Congratulations.
Okay, thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. Do we have any other pending matters, Gerard? Everyone has been recognized, right?
We're good.
All right, committee members, so understand that we might get some backlash at the general board meeting. People are gonna say that it's unfair, that we're not giving proper time to our restaurants under this crisis. What we need is to be consistent and transparent. I am very clear that we have been, and I would like very much to count with your support. I do have some time available, so I'll take care of the minutes and the resolutions. And then I'll come back to you, and perhaps for next month, I'll get some assistance. Thank you so much for your support. And if there are no objections, I would like to call this meeting, to adjourn this meeting.
Second it.
Any oppositions? I mean, I see Ranchito has a hand up before we adjourn. You have 1 minute. Please tell us.
Okay.
Yes, we are regarding to the Mi Ranchito restaurant about the misunderstanding. We didn't post the community sign outside on the windows. I understand we were rejected to renew our license. So we're gonna ask what's gonna be the next step for us to do the right thing. I mean, our license is gonna expire next month. So what we can do, or what is the next step for us?
So it's actually not a very serious problem, and I'm being very honest with you,
Thank you.
Alfredo. And
Yes.
Maria,
Gracias.
so you should be getting that certificate via regular mail. If you don't get that certificate from the SLA, call the SLA and find out what's the status. The decision that we make here is not binding. So it's independent of what the SLA is going to do. I think that you're going to get renewed, but if you don't get the certificate, please call the SLA as soon as possible. All right?
Okay, now, I'm sorry to interrupt you. For the sign that we need to post it on the windows,
There's no
or
need
no
to do
anymore?
that. Yeah, not anymore. But when you renew it, and in 2 years, please make sure that you do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we will. We will.
Yeah,
We
thank
appreciate your
you.
understanding. Thank you
Thank you,
very much.
Elena.
Thank
Have a
you
good
so
night,
much.
everyone.
I'd like
Okay,
to
bye-bye.
call this meeting for an adjournment with no oppositions. Seeing
Second.
none, this meeting has been adjourned at 9:17. Committee members, thank you so much. Stay healthy, stay blessed, and I appreciate you.
Good night, everyone. Have a
Good
good one.
Have a great